As the sun set over the village, casting long shadows across the fields, Obiora was left alone with his heavy thoughts. The wealth he had gained seemed to mock him, its glittering promise overshadowed by the sinister demand for his daughter's life. He sat in his small, now opulent home, unable to find solace in the riches that surrounded him. The laughter of his children, the warmth of his wife's embrace, all seemed distant, overshadowed by the dark cloud of the old man's demand. Determined to find a way out of this predicament, Obiora knew he had to seek guidance. The village elder, Nnamdi, was renowned for his wisdom and deep understanding of the spiritual and mystical aspects of their world. Early the next morning, Obiora set out to visit Nnamdi, his heart heavy but hopeful. Nnamdi lived at the edge of the village in a quaint hut surrounded by lush greenery and ancient trees. When Obiora arrived, he found the elder meditating under a large baobab tree, its branches stretching wide as if embracing the entire world. The elder opened his eyes as Obiora approached and gestured for him to sit. "Obiora, Elder Nnamdi," Obiora began, his voice trembling. "I need your guidance. I have been cursed by a sorcerer, and the price for my wealth is my daughter. I cannot bear to lose her. Please tell me what I must do." Nnamdi's eyes, wise and calm, studied Obiora with a deep understanding. With a determined heart, Obiora set out on his quest. The golden eagle's feather was said to be found atop the highest mountain peak, a treacherous climb that few dared to undertake. Obiora faced strong winds, steep cliffs, and biting cold as he ascended. His muscles ached and his breath came in ragged gasps, but he pressed on, driven by the thought of his daughter. Upon reaching the summit, Obiora found the majestic golden eagle perched on a rocky outcrop. It regarded him with curious eyes, as if weighing his worth. Remembering Nnamdi's instructions, Obiora approached slowly and respectfully, offering a token of his own, a simple necklace made from beads he had crafted himself. The eagle, recognizing the sincerity in Obiora's gesture, dropped a feather from its golden plumage. Obiora carefully caught it, his heart swelling with gratitude and relief. The feather, though delicate, felt like a symbol of hope and strength. Next, Obiora ventured to find the purest spring water, said to flow from a hidden spring deep within the heart of the forest. The forest was dense and mysterious, filled with strange sounds and elusive creatures. Obiora navigated the labyrinth of trees and vines, guided only by the distant sound of flowing water. After hours of searching, he arrived at the spring, its waters crystal clear and shimmering in the dappled sunlight. As he filled a vial with the precious water, he felt a profound sense of peace, as if the forest itself was acknowledging his noble quest. Finally, Obiora sought the heartwood of the sacred tree. The tree was said to be ancient and guarded by spirits of the forest. As he approached, the air grew colder, and shadows seemed to dance around him. The spirits, ethereal and fleeting, tested his resolve with illusions and challenges. Obiora faced these trials with unwavering determination, his love for his daughter fueling his every step. Eventually, he reached the heartwood and carefully extracted a piece, feeling a surge of power and purity as he did so. Nnamdi awaited him by the Great Baobab Tree, where preparations for the ritual were underway. The sun had set, and the sky was adorned with a tapestry of stars, adding to the mystical atmosphere. Nnamdi led Obiora through the ritual, chanting ancient incantations and performing sacred rites. The Great Baobab Tree seemed to come alive with a soft, radiant glow, its branches swaying gently as if welcoming the spirit. The ground trembled and a shimmering figure emerged from the tree, a majestic spirit of wisdom and power. The spirit's presence was both awe-inspiring and comforting, a beacon of hope in Obiora's darkest hour. "Obiora," the spirit spoke in a voice that echoed like the wind through the leaves, "your courage and pure heart have summoned me." With a graceful gesture, the spirit dispelled the dark magic that bound Obiora to the sorcerer. The opulent wealth that had brought so much turmoil faded away, leaving Obiora's home as it was before, humble but filled with genuine warmth and love. News of Obiora's bravery and the intervention of the guardian spirit spread throughout the village. His old friends, who had once shunned and humiliated him, now saw him in a new light. They approached him with apologies and admiration, having learned a valuable lesson about the true meaning of wealth and friendship. The story of Obiora and the guardian spirit became a cherished tale, passed down through generations as a reminder of the power of love, courage, and the true meaning of wealth. It was a story of resilience and hope, a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. And so, under the watchful gaze of the Great Baobab Tree, the village continued to flourish, its people bound together by the lessons learned from Obiora's journey and the spirit's enduring wisdom. Episode 3, Shadows of the Past. The village thrived under the protective gaze of the Great Baobab Tree, and Obiora's family lived in peace and happiness. One evening, as the village was bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, a mysterious figure appeared at Obiora's doorstep. The figure was cloaked in shadows with eyes that glowed with an eerie light. It was a messenger from the sorcerer, carrying a cryptic message. "Obiora," the messenger intoned in a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of the forest. "The sorcerer has returned, and he demands retribution." Determined to protect them, Obiora sought the counsel of Nnamdi once more. "Elder Nnamdi," Obiora said, his voice filled with urgency, "the sorcerer has returned and threatens to destroy everything we hold dear. What must we do to protect ourselves and our village?" The elder gathered the villagers and explained the situation. United by their shared history and the love they had for their home, the villagers agreed to perform the rites together. Each family contributed an item of personal significance to the ritual, symbolizing their commitment to protect their. The air crackled with energy, and the ground trembled as the spirit of the tree began to awaken. A radiant light enveloped the village, creating a protective barrier that shimmered like a beacon of hope.
The sorcerer, sensing the power of the village's unity, grew furious. He unleashed a storm of dark magic, sending waves of shadowy creatures to attack the village.
The village trembled under the sorcerer's wrath, shadows creeping into every corner.
The villagers stood their ground, their hearts filled with courage and determination.
Together they faced the darkness, unyielding in their resolve to protect their home.
Guided by Nnamdi and the spirit of the Great Baobab Tree, they fought back, their unity creating a formidable defense.
With every strike, their bond strengthened, turning the tide against the sorcerer's dark forces.
Obiora, standing at the forefront, wielded a staff imbued with the spirit's power. He fought valiantly, protecting his family and fellow villagers from the sorcerer's dark forces.
His bravery ignited a spark of hope, leading the villagers in their fight for freedom. In the midst of the chaos, now a young woman with her father's bravery and her mother's grace, stepped forward. She had inherited her father's strength and her mother's wisdom, and she knew that the key to defeating the sorcerer lay in confronting him directly.
"I must face him. I have the strength and wisdom to do this."
With Obiora and the spirit's guidance, made her way through the battlefield, determined to face the sorcerer. The sorcerer, cloaked in darkness, awaited her.
"You dare challenge me?"
His eyes gleamed with malice as he unleashed his dark magic, but undeterred, called upon the spirit of the Great Baobab Tree, channeling its light to counter the sorcerer's shadows.
"Spirit of the Great Baobab Tree, lend me your strength."
The two forces clashed, creating a blinding flash of light. When the light faded, the sorcerer lay defeated, his power broken by the strength of Ah's spirit and the unity of the village.
"It is over. The village is safe."
And so, the bravery and unity of one young woman and her village triumphed over the darkness.
The shadowy creatures vanished, and the village was bathed in the soft glow of dawn.
The villagers cheered, their hearts filled with relief and gratitude. The spirit of the Great Baobab Tree appeared before them, its presence a soothing balm to their weary souls.
You have shown great courage and unity. The sorcerer's power is no more, and your village is safe. Remember always that true strength lies in the bonds of love and community.
As the days turned into months and the months into years, the village flourished under the protective gaze of the Great Baobab Tree. The story of their victory over the sorcerer became a cherished legend, passed down through generations as a reminder of the strength that comes from unity and the power of love. And as the village thrived, the spirit of the Great Baobab Tree continued to watch over them, a symbol of hope and resilience for all time.